Empire was repeatedly divided throughout its history. There were times when 2, 3, or even 4 emperors ruled simultaneously. Therefore, when in 395 AD the Emperor Theodosius divided the empire between his sons, it did not surprise anyone. Romans expected that both halves of the state would soon reunite. Arcadius distinguished himself as a weak-willed emperor. Instead of him, the nobles from his entourage ruled. They allowed Alaric, the king of the Visigoths, to use the Balkans as a base for his raids on Rome, recruited even more Germanic mercenaries into the army, and abolished most of the customary Roman positions. Thus, Constantinople drifted further away from the empire it had recently been a part of. But the main contribution to the division of the empire occurred in 408 AD. Upon the death of Arcadius, everyone expected his brother to unite the state under his rule. However, instead of him, Arcadius' son, Theodosius II, was proclaimed emperor in the east. He became emperor while still being a minor and inherited his father's lack of will. Instead, power was held by his sister Pulcheria, who was more interested in religious matters than politics. Pulcheria's main achievement was the construction of 2 rows of walls around Constantinople, topped with 96 guard towers. These were the most extensive defensive structures in the world at the time, which entered history as the Theodosian Walls, named after the emperor. They would protect the Byzantine capital from its enemies for centuries to come. The West became the matter of interest for Byzantine in 467 AD. At that time, there was a campaign against the Vandals, which ended in the Byzantines' defeat in the naval battle of Carthage, and for half a century, the empire had to focus on internal problems. In Italy, Germanic tribes overthrew the last emperor of the West, Romulus Augustulus, and sent the imperial relics to Constantinople. In response, Byzantium had only to recognize the authority of the Germans in Italy. It could not resist because constant rebellions were occurring within the empire, known in history as the Plebeian Wars, which ended only in 493 AD. In 527 AD, Justinian became the emperor of Byzantium, a talented ruler who dreamed of restoring the Roman Empire. In 533 AD, he sent General Belisarius with a 30,000-strong army to Africa. In 2 battles, he defeated the Vandal army and then ravaged the kingdom's lands,